Okay, Math 1, this is Mr. Roberts, Shasta High School. Tonight we're doing questions 140 through, gosh, I don't know, 140 through 145, 146, whatever it is, it's on the list, I'm sorry. First question, 140 says 30 coins, all dimes and nickels. So there's only two kinds of coins we've got. We've got the dimes and we've got the nickels, and they're worth $2.60. How many nickels are there? So um, system of equation situation here, the first thing that I always like to do is write a let statement. So I'm going to, for convenience, say let's let D be the number of dimes and let's N be the number of nickels. So if I drag this down, I think I pre-wrote that. There we go. So let D equal the number of dimes and N equal the number of nickels. Now there's two things that happen, right? One of them is their quantity and their other is their value. And I know that the quantity of coins, D plus N is 30 coins, and that's all there are. There are 30 of them, and they're only dimes and nickels. And then the other one is their value. So the two equations that I have here is dimes plus nickels is 30 coins. And the other equation that I have is 10 dimes. I'm sorry, each dime is worth 10 cents and each nickel is worth 5 cents. So you can see I've gotten zero point 0.1 D plus 0.05 N is $2.60. And for convenience, I chose to multiply through by 100 to eliminate all the decimals. When I do that, this equation becomes 10D plus 5N equals 260. And then if I rewrite that original equation, right, D plus N is 30. Um, I'm actually just recounting the problem that I did last year. I'm solving this one by substitution, and you can see that I rewrote the second equation. Actually, it's the first equation to start with, right? It's this equation, but I rewrote this in terms of n. I got n by itself, so it became N equals 30 minus D. Now, that is a perfectly valid substitution for what N is. And you can see I did set out then to replace N in that equation below. So you can see I've got my 10D plus 5, and then in parentheses, I'm putting a value of N. N is 30 minus D, and that equals 260 pennies, right? If I push through this factor of 5 into the parentheses, I get 5 times 30 is 150, and 5 times negative d is negative 5d. And there's still the 10d, and that equals 260. When I capture my d's, I got 10 of them minus 5 of them. That's a positive 5d rather. Plus 150 is 110. I that's that's weird. I actually did a step, but I didn't show it properly, did I? Um, because this should still be 260. Let me correct that. This should be 260. And then in the next step, you can see I'm subtracting 150 from both sides. So 260 minus 150 gives me the 110. And then when I take away 150 from this side, it leaves me with just the 5D. So D ends up being 22. And because I know that there's only 30 coins in total, right, I know that I have to have 22 dimes, but there has to be 8 nickels. And that was the question, how many nickels are there? Now, notice as a check, right, if I add these up, 22 plus 8 is indeed 30. So I've got 30 coins in total. And each dime is worth 10 cents. So that's 10 times 22 is $2.20. And each nickel is worth 5 cents. So if I take 8 and I multiply that by 0.05, I believe I get 40 cents. 5, 10, yeah, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I get 40 cents. And if I add 40 cents to the $2.20, I do get $2.60, which is what I should have had, right? The value of the coins is 260 and there are 30 coins. So indeed, the number of nickels is exactly 8.